Everyone's asking if AI killed Google search. But here's what the 50 billion in quarterly revenue tells us about what's actually happening to Google Ads, and why your e-commerce brand needs to pay attention to the real changes happening right now. I mean, if you've been anywhere near the tech news, the headlines are pretty dramatic. For the past couple of years, the story has been all about this code red panic inside Google. The popular idea is that these powerful new AI tools have landed a knockout blow, and then it's just a matter of time before the whole search empire crumbles. Here's where things get really interesting. When you stop reading the headlines and start looking at the actual numbers, a completely different picture starts to take shape. So let's do a quick reality check, shall we? We're gonna start with the hard data, because honestly, it tells a pretty powerful counter story to that whole Google is cooked narrative. First off, let's just follow the money. In the last few quarters, Google's search revenue hasn't just been stable. It's been seeing double-digit year-over-year growth. And look, growing by over 10% when your starting point is more than 50 billion, that's just massive. For a company that's supposedly on the ropes financially, they look surprisingly strong. Now take a look at the sheer scale of it all. Google is handling something like 5 trillion searches a year. OpenAI is getting close to 1 trillion, which, don't get me wrong, is insanely impressive. But that still means Google is operating at 5 times the volume. This isn't exactly a battle of equals. Well, at least not yet. This right here, this might be the most important chart. It's not just about how many queries, but what kind of queries. See that little slice? Only about 20% of ChatGPT prompts are for information seeking. You know, the classic stuff you'd Google. And when it comes to actually shopping for products, it's a tiny 2%. It really seems like people are using both tools for different things. It's not an either-or situation. Okay, so if the data says AI isn't killing Google main business, then what's going on? Well, the real disruption isn't about revenue, it's happening just under the surface. It's all about the fundamental connection between what you see on a page and what you actually click on. So here's the real problem in a nutshell. With Google's AI overviews answering questions right on a search page, the number of times content gets shown, that's impressions, is going up. But the clicks that actually take you to our website, those are staying flat or in some cases going down. And that's the real threat. This whole decoupling of views from clicks is a huge problem for publishers and really anyone who depends on organic traffic. So how is Google fighting back? Well, they're not just taking this line down. They're actively rewriting their own advertising playbook for this new AI world. You're gonna have to learn a new acronym, AIAX. It stands for the AI-powered advertising experience. The easiest way to think about it is this. Google is taking all the smart keyword-free AI matching from its Performance Max campaigns and it's plugging the technology straight into traditional search. This is their big answer to a world where people are asking long conversational questions instead of typing a few keywords. So let's see how this actually works. In the old days, right? You might target a simple keyword like blue men's shoe. But with an AIAX, the AI doesn't just see the words, it understands the concept. It then expands on that idea to match the intent of a much more complicated human question, making sure your ad for blue sneakers shows up. What this all boils down to is that the very definition of relevance has changed. It's not just about how well your ad matches a specific keyword anymore. Now it's about how relevant your ad is to the AI-generated answer it's sitting next to. It's a whole new ballgame, and all of this leads to a brand new way of thinking for advertisers. So let's break down what you actually need to know to get by in this new landscape. Number one, your website and your product feeds. They are your new keywords. You have to feed the AI good structured data. Number two, to even be eligible to show up here, your campaigns have to use either broad match or this new AIAX system. The good news, standard shopping and PMax campaigns are already good to go. Now, this brings us to the first question that pretty much every advertiser asks. What if I don't want to do this? Can I just opt out? And the answer very simply is no. As of right now, there is no little switch you can flip to opt out. If your campaigns are eligible, your ads can and probably will show up in these new AI spots. Alright, fine, so if we can opt out, can we at least see how these new placements are doing? Can we get separate reports? And again, the answer is not yet. Google isn't breaking out the performance data for ads that run inside AI overviews. For now, all of that data just gets blended in with your regular search performance numbers. So where does this leave us? We've seen that Google isn't cooked, not by a long shot, but the fundamental rules of the advertising game are changing right under our feet. We are absolutely moving away from the precise surgical world of keyword targeting into something more abstract, more based on intent. And that brings us to the single most important question for the future. As we lose that old precision of keywords, what becomes the new source of truth for finding and talking to the right customer in this new AI-first world? Look, if you're running an e-commerce brand and this shift has you worried about your Google Ads performance, here's what I want you to do. First, audit your product feeds and website structure. Make sure your data is clean, detailed, and AI readable. Second, if you're still running exact match heavy campaigns, it's time to test broader targeting strategies. And third, start monitoring how your Performance Max and shopping campaigns are performing, because those are your best bet for this new AI world. If you need help navigating these changes or want me to audit your current Google Ads setup to make sure you're ready for this shift, book a Power Hour consultation with me. I'll review your account, identify the gaps, and give you a clear action plan to optimize for this new reality. The future of Google Ads is here. The question is, will your brand be prepared to thrive in it, or will you be left behind? Don't wait to find out.